Hi, I'm Melissa Gonzalez, and I'm coming at you with GetYourBizSavvy.com.
Tell us about Melissa.
Sure. So I live in New York City, and I currently run RS Pop Shop with John Knowles. We started it together, and that is coming on to a year of having been started. And so what I do is work to find new emerging designers or artists, and then we design the space about them, and we do a branding video, and we host an opening reception, and then they get to sell for 2 or 4 weeks in the shop. And then, I kind of work on just building our presence with the press and different websites and different shoppers. And then I give homemade beauty, fashion, and fitness tips. So sometimes the designers will be guest experts, and they'll give you fashion tips for the week. And then I produce. So The End was the film I did this year, and that just premiered in June at the Brooklyn International Film Festival. So that's the work side.
What else? What about the personal side? You want to tell us anything about that?
Yeah, I think I'm equally as energetic. So I love to be active. I need to go to the gym, and I like to take my shred class. That's what I took this morning.
Shred class.
Kicks my butt. I love it. And then I love to play tennis, and I don't get to rock climb as much anymore, but I like to do that. I have a great Jack Russell. Do you want to meet her?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So this is Mila.
Mila, hello.
So she's my Jack Russell, like amazing masterpiece, and she comes to work sometimes and hangs out at the shop, and yeah.
She's so lovable.
So we like to go running together.
And sounds like you're pretty courageous, outgoing, and according to your bio, Wall Street executive turned entrepreneur, former co-host of Latin Beat. So you've done a ton, and you're still doing a lot. And now you talk about building brands, fashion designers' brands in New York City. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Sure. So, like I said, I work for everybody that we have at the shop. They're available online, but they don't have a shop. So we kind of help bridge the gap of their presence online and offline, giving them a chance to have a one-on-one experience with potential shoppers, with buyers, with stylists, with press. And so when they're part of the program, we do a branding video about who they are. Which you can see those on the site. And then we host an opening night reception, and I try to collaborate it into an event. So, for example, we might have a children's designer in the fall, so I'm going to have a children's photographer to be there, and then maybe some beauty products for the moms, and we make it into a social event so that when they come, it's kind of a full experience, and then they get to stay there and shop. And it's also good, too, because the designers have created a sort of relationship with each other. So now there's like an RS Pop designer network of people that know each other, and they'll come to each other's events, and they'll support each other. So it's nice.
You were a Wall Street executive, which is a pretty amazing job. So what made you make the switch from doing that to becoming an entrepreneur?
As a salesperson, I started at a big, bold graphic firm. I interned when I was younger at Lehman, when it existed, and Morgan Stanley, and then I worked at Credit Suisse, and then I went to a boutique shop, Merriman. And so being a salesperson is kind of an entrepreneurial position as well. I was given the clients. I had all institutional clients, but I always had to build business on a daily basis. So that skill set was there, and just kind of managing, being a salesperson is very social, so I was used to organizing events. And then as far as like understanding designers, I was used to understanding stories of stocks and being able to pitch them to clients. So it's kind of the same skill set, but just in a different fashion. And I really enjoy entertaining. So with the Pop Shop, I kind of get to do both because I host and produce the videos, and I'm very, I get to be social at the events, and I'll do the press, if it's, being interviewed on a show or something like that about them. So I'm kind of getting to bring both worlds together. My desire to be creative, but also the business side.
Top 20 sexiest female entrepreneurs in the world. Pretty impressive. And did you enjoy that experience? And most importantly, can we expect to see you competing again next year?
Sure. I love to be part of those competitions, and it is fun because I told John, and then John told all the social media people that come to the hotel, and they're like, "So how does it feel, to be top 20?" And then there were people that voted, so I'll see them at events now, and they're like, "Oh, did you win?" And so it's fun. It's fun.
If you were approached by Maxim, would you consider doing a photo shoot?
I would do Maxim for sure.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I'll have to contact them.
This is my shred class will come in handy.
What advice can you offer to an aspiring entrepreneur?
I think the biggest advice I would give is just, two or three things I think that are really important. I mean, it's always important to have a good idea and stuff like that, but one, don't get discouraged easily, and remember that it takes time to build something. You're not going to see results right away, but if you keep plugging at it, eventually you'll see progress, and you're just building the little stones on top of each other, and eventually it'll be something big. And I think one of the best ways to grow is to collaborate. I think it's really important to collaborate. I think it's, it's kind of like, that's why I sent you the release from examiner.com, because they mentioned you guys. And, the more that you can mention each other's sites or link to each other's sites or do events together, the more that people will grow. And I think that a lot of the really successful people kind of get that. And I mean, I think you see it, for example, a lot in Hollywood. You see Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio working together a lot, right? They collaborate and they are successful together. So I think that that's really important, and have fun. Have fun with it, because it's going to be really hard and a lot of work. But if you're having fun with it, it won't feel like work.